What's going on, everyone? Hawks21 here, back with another Splinterlands video. So as you can see here, I am on the Hive engine and I am on the land plot page. And yes, I am going to buy my first land plot. And in this video, I'm going to give you all of the reasons why. But before I get into that, I am Hawks21. I make Splinterlands content almost every single day. If you are new to the channel, first of all, welcome. And if you are curious about this game, if you just started playing this game, I would encourage you to watch some of my videos, subscribe to the channel. It's a great place to learn. Leave questions in the comments, I'll answer them, or some of the regulars on my channel will answer them. I'm really happy you're here, and let's get into it. All right, so let's just start with my opinion on land to this point. So it's always, to me, been the riskiest asset in the game. What that means is it has a ton of upside. A ton of upside. Probably the most upside of any asset in the game. But it's really difficult to pull something like this off. And that's what makes it so risky. The scarcity of land, it's pretty wild. If there was if land is done successfully, there is not going to be enough land for the current number of people who play this game, never mind if Splinterlands continues to grow. So if their vision for land does play out, there is just not going to be enough. With that said, the riskiness of that, is apparent. Right? Because they've already pushed it back a handful of times. We've been talking about land for a really long time. We haven't got specifics in a really long time. And part of that is because of how difficult it is to execute and how long it takes to pull something like this off. And up until this point in my Splinterlands journey, frankly, I've had other priorities, and I've thought that the risk reward to land didn't necessarily make sense with some of the other stuff going on, right? Like I wanted as much DEC as possible to make the most out of the SPS airdrop stage. I also needed to build out my deck, right? I only recently got a deck where I could compete in Champion, and now with the help of a few rentals, mainly the Untamed Summoners, I can get up consistently into Champion 2. I'm earning 70 plus Champion chests a season. I had to build out my deck to get there, and now I'm in a position where the SPS airdrop is over, so I'm less inclined to hold as much DEC as I was. I still want to have some for, as it returns to peg, and to, any deck buying or building opportunities that pop up, right? Like I'm not completely done building out my deck. I don't have every card. At least on the modern side, I don't have every card. I don't have any on the older side, but I'm just focused on modern. Anyways, so I still want some DEC to make some ads, as I scroll the marketplace, or do some flips as I scroll the marketplace if I see a good opportunity to flip some cards. But now, I'm ready to take that big swing. It's a part of the game I haven't been a part of yet. I want to be a part of every single part, not only to, make content and talk about it with you guys, but also because, this team has delivered on basically everything they've talked about thus far. And they have big plans for land. I mean, on a recent town hall, Aggroed was talking about why it got pushed back. And that was because the big, they wanted to do SPS, right? And look what they've done with SPS. I would call that a raging success. And the future of SPS seems very clear. And something I'm very, very excited about. But now, they're ready to turn their attention to land. And let's take a quick look here at the most recent roadmap that they put out. They switched these labels, so it's pretty easy to follow. And how far away is land? I'm not going to make a prediction, but just by judging off this, right? You have the non-card market. That's the first step. And that's 75% done. That's going to be the first thing that comes out. And actually, this is part of the reason why I'm interested in land. I think Excitement is at an all-time low towards land. I cannot remember the last time we had specific information given to us about the asset. There's a lot of players who have come into this game and have probably heard vaguely of land and have no idea what the plan is, how to buy it, or anything like that. So you're going to have some stuff happening now where we're going to get closer and closer to those specifics. And let's take the non-card market, for example. That's the first thing on the docket when it comes to land. You are going to be able to buy and sell non-card assets right on Splinterlands.com. Right now, the only thing you can do right on Splinterlands.com from a market perspective is buy packs and buy and sell cards. Soon, you're going to be able to buy and sell every other asset in the game, and that includes land. So that's going to mean added liquidity and more visibility to land. Now, why do I think that's short-term bullish? Think of it like this. Right now, everyone who wants to buy land has to go to Hive Engine to do so. They have to find plot, right? And then it gets stored off game, right? There's no real good place that I know of, at least, to go look at it on your Splinterlands.com account. If there is, someone please tell me. But the larger point is, as you introduce the need to navigate off the main Splinterlands.com website, that's going to rule some people out, right? Who aren't as comfortable sort of using multiple sites, who maybe aren't as familiar with the blockchain but love the game. That's, to me, one of the coolest things about Splinterlands is you can make an account, log on, buy and sell cards, earn cards, and have no idea that you're interacting with a blockchain, right? If you want to get deeper and deeper into this game, obviously, you need peak monsters and there's all other sites, but you don't need those. And I'd imagine there's a huge population of players who aren't willing to, or don't even know how to sort of take the time to learn about Hive Engine or how to interact with some of these assets. That's now coming to the website. And so you're going to get some portion of those people. Again, land's expensive, I understand. You're going to get some portion of those people who are going to be willing to pick up land now that they can do it with ease. They can see it right on their account. It's just less of a thing to acquire land. I think this is going to create more buying pressure than selling pressure. And the reason for that is the people who hold land right now have been around forever, right? They probably interact with the game in every single way possible. They've also held it for a really, really, really long time, right? They could have sold it at any point on Hive Engine. And these are the people that are most involved with the game if they're holding land. So just because they're, the liquidity and the storage on the Splinterlands.com website doesn't really matter to them. It's not going to be a selling catalyst. So I think it's going to be more of a short-term bullish catalyst than it is anything else. Now let's go back to the roadmap, right? So this is 75% done. This isn't that far away. Then here, 95% done. This is basically done. Then the next thing on the topic of land is the phase 1. It's the reveal and the convert land claims to the actual land deeds. You can survey the land, buy and sell some of the NFTs that are going to be generated from the land. As soon as we get to this stage, right, that's when we're going to start getting specific information. And that's what generates excitement. And you can see it, what happens in the game, right? This is still sort of an excitement-driven market. When they announce a new promo card that requires vouchers spike in price. When they announce this, recently pack sales have been flying because, DEC was below its peg and people could get a really, really, really great value. You saw I participated in that. But when the Fire Legendary Summoner gets announced and people can see it, right? Packs are going to fly again. Maybe not all the way, but there's going to be a pickup in packs being sold. I think the same thing is going to happen to land. as we get more and more information on land coming out, the excitement factor is going to pick up. Combine that with the ease of access to land. Ease of access to land because it's going to be located right on the website. And I think this is the perfect sort of lull in land with everything going on. Because, SPS airdrop ending, Chaos Legion legendary summoners, Splinterfest planning, Rift Watchers. Did I mention the SPS airdrop ending? I'm not sure if I did. But there's a ton of stuff going on in Splinterlands. And land is sort of taking a back seat, but quietly, it's sort of creeping up into, okay, it's time to start getting some actual information on this. So that's basically my reasonings. And now I'm going to put in a bid for my first plot of land. I am potentially going to buy more, but figured this was a good start. I'll sort of survey the market, see how it acts. I'm just going to put in a bid slightly higher. Buy plot. I actually want to check the liquidity. I'm curious sort of how frequently land gets traded on Hive Engine. Well, the other thing I wanted to mention too, part of the reason why I'm doing this is Hive has exploded in value. It's gone from like 45 cents to 85 cents in a couple days. And, I get Hive from posting these videos on 3Speak as well. It goes to my Hive blog. And I get Hive from people upvoting there. So I've had a bunch of Hive sitting in my account, and with the recent run-up, I, was able to convert. I'm not spending all of my DEC to do this. I'm using some Hive. Yep, there's my bid, 195.3. Let's see here. Oh, so there's a decent amount of transactions every single day. Oh yeah, so this is only the last 2 days, and this ends at 7:50 p.m. It is a lot of people coming in and just auto selling, it looks like. Only a couple auto buys. So if I sit up here with one of the highest bids, hopefully it gets filled pretty quickly. Okay, yeah, I'm excited. I am going to be following land much more closely once I finally get this plot, so I'm excited to bring you guys some of that content. And I'm going to stop it here. I hope you guys are enjoying the game. There's, obviously a lot of stuff going on. I just listed it out. If you enjoyed this video or learned anything new, it would be awesome if you could like and subscribe. And let me know your opinions on land. Do you think it's a dumb move to be buying land? Do you think it's a smart move to be buying land? Are you excited for the land release? Do you think it's a distraction from the core game? Let me know. I'm always curious to hear my community's thoughts, so we can talk about it in the comments. All right. I will talk to you guys soon. Hope you're having a great day.